There are sweet and strange details aplenty in this touching doc about Springwatch presenter Packham's struggles with autism, a childhood spent licking beetles and chewing tadpoles, for instance. But his deeper point concerns public perception. While the U.S. has traditionally tried to eradicate autism by retraining children, the rise of the tech industry exists in part thanks to talented pioneers who, as we discover, are on the spectrum. Sophie Harris, The Great British Bake Off, 8 p.m, Channel 4. The new presentational lineup took a few episodes to hit its stride, but, as we approach the climax of Channel 4's first year of hosting the charming cake fests, they all have their feet comfortably under the table. We're down to the last 5 and, in this round, the bakers will be going back in time for Forgotten Bakes Week. Expect plenty of head-scratching as unfamiliar techniques and recipes perplex our pastry wranglers. Phil Harrison, Our Girl Nepal, 9 p.m, BBC One. Series 3 continues, with our girl Georgie and the handsome Milan pinned to the floor following last week's aftershock. Once her crew find them, it's down to Maverick Maisie to prove she's not just a wild card, risking her life to get them safe. Maybe it's the sheer trauma, but it seems to have a somewhat intoxicating effect on their burgeoning relationship. But when the rescued children disappear with Gautam, fear-trafficked, Georgie and the team spring into action. Ben Fogle New lives in the wild, Down Under, 9 p.m, Channel 5. Inspiring new series in which the presenter meets real-life crusoes from the Sahara to Guatemala and asks why the heck are you doing this. In Jim's case, a life-changing accident led to him making a home with his girlfriend Kim on an Australian isle called Wilderness Island, so remote he named it himself. He also answers the question of how you resolve arguments on a desert island. Short answer: you just have to. Ali Catterall, Lucy Worsley, Elizabeth is Battle for God's Music, 9 p.m, BBC 4. Elizabeth is the name on the poster, but she makes a pretty late appearance in this latest Worsley presentation. This is more the story of singing in church during the Middle Ages. We hear the tale of Reformation, Counter-Reformation and Elizabethan settlement through Latin polyphony and melismatic singing, vernacular singing, and the ultimate resurrection of evensong and the return of the church organ. John Robinson, Broad City, 11 p.m, Comedy Central. As Season 4 of the New York-based comedy centered on millennial friendship, Weed and Woe begins, it's time to revisit 2011 to find out how Abby and Ilana became inseparable. The bad news is that its sliding doors format, 2 scenarios forming around whether the pair make it onto the same subway train, probably wouldn't have felt fresh 10 years ago. However, it does lend a hint of filmic nostalgia to this endearing, Obama-era flashback. Hannah J. Davies, The Middle, 9 p.m, Comedy Central. It's the beginning of the end of The Middle, as the final season of the U.S. sitcom hits our screens. Axel returns from his sojourn to Europe, displaying a fresh sense of joie de vivre. Meanwhile, Sue has been spending months working flat out at Spudsy's, resulting in a determination to cram an entire summer into the 2 remaining work-free days of holiday. Brick embarks on his sophomore year, but must first wrestle with an emotional quandary. Mark Gibbings Jones, Film Choice, Piazza Guru Det, 1957, 2:45 a.m, Channel 4. Piazza is a sweeping, romantic melodrama that makes a powerful plea for the artist's place in a materialistic society. Det also stars as Vijay, a struggling poet whose efforts to get published fail miserably, until one of those peculiar Bollywood plot contrivances has him mistakenly pronounced dead, at which point he achieves instant fame. Live Sports. Snooker English Open, the second day from Barnsley, 12:45 p.m, Eurosport 1. Tennis. Kremlin Cup, Day 2 of the Moscow tourney, retained last year by Svetlana Kuznetsova, 9 a.m, BT Sport 1. UEFA Champions League Football, Real Madrid v Tottenham Hotspur. Kings gang attempt their most difficult assignment this season to date at the Bernabeu, 7 p.m, BT Sport 2.